everyone, good morning. Welcome back to another video. Unless this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, then I'm so happy you clicked on today's video. So today I'm actually going to share with you a what I eat in a day, but there's some simple little rules that I'm following. And the first thing is I'm actually going to go in and shop with a very tight budget of $4 to see what I can get to eat for the whole day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and hopefully a snack for $4. I decided to kind of create a new series here on my channel. I love to do extreme grocery budget challenges and extreme grocery budget meal ideas. And I thought, what if I started breaking it down to just one single day? Because maybe that would help someone along the way who is, crunch till payday, or just has a big carb fix or rent due or something. Maybe this would just help one person, or maybe it would give someone an idea so then you can pass it along, which is why I tend to do a lot of the extreme grocery budget meals and challenges. Is that way it frees up some money in our budget so that we can donate more to our local food pantry. Plus, if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that my husband and I paid off all of our consumer debt by being really extreme with our grocery budget. So it's twofold. We cut back, we could pay off our debt, plus we could still give back. And now we continue to do it so that we can give back. And it's just really fun and challenging, and I personally really like it, and I love sharing the ideas that I create with all of you. So I'm gonna head into my Walmart neighborhood marketplace. The reason I'm going to Walmart is because I feel like it's nationally known, it's someplace that's easily accessible for everyone, and I'm gonna take my $4 budget and see what I can do. Now, normally I shop at Winco Foods. I'm a huge Winco food shopper, but I feel like their bulk section makes this challenge incredibly easy. Like, I could go in and buy multiple things in the bulk section that are really inexpensive for like one size meal and be good to go. So I'm challenging myself to go to Walmart. So I'm gonna head in and see what I can find for $4. I really want to focus on fruit and veggies on today's challenge, so I'll see what I can get and I'll show you what I bought when I get home. Okay, I wanted to quickly say that was not as easy as I had hoped. I had specifically said I wanted to challenge myself to do more fresh fruits and veggies. I don't know if I qualified in that realm of hitting that goal. I think I'm so used to shopping at Winco where you can buy everything in bulk. So if you want to buy like one carrot or one handful of spinach or like a couple mushrooms, it's a lot easier. It was really difficult here, and I haven't been to Walmart in like 3 or 4 months, but I have some really good meal ideas. So let's get home, show you my really quick tiny grocery haul, and let's get cooking for the day. I spent quite a bit of time at Walmart, and I've tried really hard to think outside of the box for this meal plan. And I'm actually really proud of myself because you could probably make this stretch to 2 days, maybe even 3, just depending on how hungry you are or what you eat. But for starters, I did throw my rice into my Instant Pot. It's just how I like to cook rice. If you don't have a pressure cooker / Instant Pot, whatever the heck you want to call it, you can just cook it on the stove. This is breakfast, and it's a banana rice pudding, and I was pretty proud of the clever ideas that I came up with for this meal plan. So I just took the banana and threw it into my blender. Doesn't matter what kind of blender you have, with about 12 ounces of water. And then I cooked all of my rice, which is a ton of rice, and I end up only using about half of this for this recipe. If you want, you could do the whole bout of rice and just make a bigger pot of it. But then once the banana and water was whipped up, it was nice and frothy, and then I put it over heat and started to bring it to a boil, and all I did was add cinnamon. I will add really quickly that I did use some pantry staples, seasonings and such that I have at home, but you could totally omit those. But a lot of times I know people have pantry staples, lots of seasonings on hand. So I just went ahead and added the rice to the pot and then stirred it up and then brought it to a boil, and then the rice absorbed some of that banana liquid, and it was beautiful. If you have any dates on hand, throw some dates in, throw some maple syrup. You could also throw some vanilla. I didn't have any of those on hand when I was making this, but this was so delicious. You could eat it hot or you could eat it cold. I actually ate it cold because I really love cold oats and cold grits. So once it was cooked up, it's really started to thicken because the starches in the banana and the starches in the rice just made it really thick and creamy. I poured it into a bowl and then I actually let it sit in my refrigerator for about an hour and then I enjoyed it. And it was just like this really thick rice pudding. If you don't like rice pudding, you might not love this, but I just thought it was so different and so enjoyable. I really like this and I would eat this any day of the week, not just in an extreme grocery budget challenge. So if you make this, take me over on Instagram and let me know what you think. For lunch, I decided to make a potato salad. So I did get 2 potatoes in my grocery haul. You might not have seen that, so they just kind of showed you my cart. But anyways, I was really hoping to do something with potatoes because they're some of my favorite foods ever. But also, surprise, surprise, potatoes have quite a bit of protein. So a medium-sized potato has about 5 grams of protein. So this is 10 grams of protein. I also added half of my bell pepper, some mustard that I had on hand, and some dill relish. And I also decided to dig through my seasonings and pull out some seasonings. And I decided to go with the Trader Joe's vegan chickenless seasoning salt. I really love this. If you don't have this on hand, some onion powder, garlic powder, salt, turmeric, salt and pepper, anything that you have on hand is perfect. If I didn't already say so, I eat my potato salad cold because that's how I like it, but I just went ahead and mixed up the mustard and the dill relish. If you have some apple cider vinegar or some lemon juice, also throw that in. I didn't have any of that. Or you can even add some maple syrup if you want to make it like a honey mustard. That's really good too. So don't underestimate potatoes. Potatoes are super filling. They're super starchy. They're super good for you. And they're really low in calories, but you can also bulk them up. So I am going to share with you like the biggest lunch plate ever. And again, this could be split into 2 meals if you are not super hungry or if you have a smaller stomach than I do, if you have a smaller appetite. But I thought this was like the perfect lunch ever. And I just end up making this and then I threw it in my fridge once I was done filming and then had this for lunch. So the green pepper kind of did add a little bit of veggie with it. My overall goal was to get as many fruits and veggies as I could, but also really consider the calorie marks for what I was getting for that day. Because if you're someone who's on a really strict budget, the first thing you're going to reach for is going to be something that fills your belly, not necessarily always fruits and vegetables. So I do try to include them in all of my extreme grocery budget challenges to show variety, but typically I go for pastas, potatoes, beans, rice. Things that are going to be really inexpensive, but also fill your belly. And we have some sweet corn. So I feel like this is like the perfect summer lunch. Look how big this plate is. It's massive. I have to hold it with 2 hands, but it was super delicious. I hope that you give it a try. You didn't think I was going to forget about snack, did you? So I personally love chickpeas and how versatile they are. So I grabbed a can of them and the first thing I did was drain and rinse them really well. I like to drain and rinse them when I cook with them till all the little bubbles are off of them because it does help with digestion because they are sitting in the can. Another cheaper way to go is to make your own beans, but sometimes when you're on a really strict budget, buying bulk beans sometimes doesn't fit in the budget. So I decided to roast these in my air fryer and make a crunchy chickpea snack. You can use any seasoning that you like. I use the garlicky citrus or citrusy garlic seasoning from Trader Joe's. I really like it. I threw them in my air fryer at 400 degrees for 18 minutes. If you don't have an air fryer, go ahead and throw them in the top rack of your oven on a non-greased cookie sheet at 450 degrees for about 20 to 22 minutes until they're nice and crunchy. But they're the perfect potato chip option for a healthier option and for cheap. The The last meal that I had today was dinner, and I decided to make what I would consider a pizza flavored pasta. Now this would be really good if you had mushrooms and onions and black olives, but I took the other half of my pepper and added some Italian seasoning, some salt, some nutritional yeast. Like I said, I did add ingredients that I had in my pantry because I feel like that's a fair way to cook when we're cooking for ourselves. And then this little can of tomato sauce. And then all I did was boil my pasta and then pour this on the top. And the reason I'm kind of calling this pizza pasta because it literally tasted like pizza. The tomato sauce, the nutritional yeast, the seasonings, and then just a little bit of green pepper. I think the only thing that would make this even better is mushrooms and olives because that's delicious on pizza, but over the pasta is really, really good. Pasta is super easy to make. Obviously, you're just going to bring salty water to a boil. But this little bag of pasta, I know for a fact my friend Mindy over at See Mindy Mom gets this little bag of pasta for 27 cents at her local Walmart. It cost me 43 cents here. So just keep that in mind that prices vary all over the US and in other countries. So I was really proud of this marinara. It came out really thick and delicious. If you have nutritional yeast, add it to all of your pasta sauces or marinaras. It just adds a lot of flavor, and it also adds some vitamin B12 as well. So then, like I said, I just had my pasta and I threw it all together, and I had a friend with me in the kitchen. I recently lost one of my dogs. It's been really, really hard, and I have a little new cooking friend in the kitchen, and I was just really happy that he spent the evening with me as I was cooking. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you really enjoyed just a different creative view on an extreme grocery budget challenge. I really enjoy these videos for a very plethora of reasons. I love showcasing that eating healthy can be really inexpensive. I love helping people that comment on my videos and tell me that, you know, they found a meal that works for their family. They found an extreme grocery budget video through me that helps them, you know, balance their groceries out or pay off debt or whatever it is. It just makes me really happy, and I just love sharing different creative meals with you all. So if you're not subscribed, please do so. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up and make sure to tag me over on Instagram if you make any of the meals that I shared here today. Have an awesome weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye.